Are you familiar with standing room only at events or overflow space? The worst thing that can happen is if you get a space that's too small and your guests kind of feel squished and cramped in. Totally not a good look. On today's How to Solve an Event Planning Nightmare Like a Pro, we're going to talk about underestimating event space. My name is Melody Dixon, CEO and founder of Pro Event Planners, curators of eco-focused events. I support people who are steeped in all things sustainability. It's in their life, it's in their business, and it's in their events. And they hire me to make sure that their event has no single-use containers, no plastic bottles, no waste, but also it's logistically sound and looks beautiful as well. I also support people who have no idea about sustainability or being eco-focused, but they're curious because they realize that in their life and in their business and in their events, there's some waste of paper, waste of food, so much food left over at the end of the event, and so much plastic bottles everywhere. So I show them little eco-focused ways to remove all that and have a stronger stance as far as the environment. And before you know it, over time, when compounded, they make a positive and a bigger impact on the environment. So, what is sustainability? This is meeting the needs of the present, like we get to use our resources today without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs by using the same resources. I like to say we get to be expansive and create and invent and all the things today to live our life to the fullest, but we get to reserve some of the resources for our children and our children's children, and family and friends 10 generations deep should have access to the same resources we do today. Now, there are three pillars to sustainability. The first one is to reduce the use of what we're using right now. Let's say we have water. Is the pipe running while you're washing the dishes? Or if you're taking a shower, do you leave the shower running for the whole time that you're having a bath? It's waste. You can wet your soapy sponge thing, turn off the shower, soap, then turn back on and rinse. You'll be saving quite a few gallons of water. And over time, you'll see the impact on your water bill. Next is the economics. Yes, you're going to spend money to become eco-focused. If you're changing out light bulbs, you're changing out everything from fluorescent to LED. It's going to cost you initially, but over time, you'll see the reduction in your light bill, and that will make more money be in your pocket to do something fun. Next is social responsibility. We get to take care of each other and love our neighbors as ourselves. Everyone should have a place to live, food to eat, clothes to wear, and a means of creating income to take care of their family so that they're not like looking for handouts. They're like a viable part of the community that's doing their part and not just waiting for free things. All right, so today we're talking about underestimating event sizes. Now, running a successful event marketing campaign that generates buzz is great, but running out of space for your excited attendees who show up to the event that you are promoting, not so much. It can be difficult to accurately estimate the number of attendees that will show up at your event. And in general, it's better to slightly overestimate to ensure that you have room to accommodate everyone who is attending. I'm going to share with you, I think I have 6 tips on how to make sure that your event size is not underestimated. Tip number 1, source the venue by capacity and experience than by price. If you're not in the business, if you're not a professional event planner, you may have a dollar amount in your mind that you think a venue should cost to rent. To fit 200 people, you're thinking it shouldn't be more than $500 or so, or whatever the number is that you have in mind. But to be honest with you, venues that can fit 200 people can go $3,000, $5,000 and up, depending on all the amenities that are there. So the important thing is to look at how many people do you truly want at your event, and what kind of amenities do you want them to have? Do you want a standalone building that has its own parking around it? Or are you looking for a trendy loft area where people have to hunt and peck for parking, parking on the street, fear of being towed, or maybe parking at a close by parking garage and then walking to the venue? There's so many options. So the important thing is the size and the experience over the price. You don't want to pay for something cheap and it doesn't have all the amenities that your clients or your guests or your attendees will need to be comfortable. Because at the end of the event, all they'll remember is it was so tight, they were fidgeting a lot, they didn't get to hear the the speaker or the comedian or whoever you had on stage, because they're too close. You're smelling other people's body odor. You're grabbing your purse because people are too close to you. You're standing and shifting from one foot to the other. It's just not comfortable. So importantly, check for the capacity and the experience. Now, there's so many tools online to figure out the right size venue for the number of people that you're expecting. They're like venue capacity calculators. You can plug in the area you want to be in, plug in the number of people, and then it'll pop up. These are the venues that will have that amount of space. This is where they're located. Or in general, if you're inviting 200 people, you need to have 3,000 square feet of space or something along those lines. So that's the important thing. Number 2, start promoting your event. Actually, I have that as number 3. Start promoting your event to your target audience early and engage and create a buzz. If you're launching a new product or having a big party to celebrate whatever it is, reach out to your attendees with a save the date and say, this is what the event is about. Would love if you'd be there. This is the date and time. More details to follow. Then you follow up with a formal invite and let them know, is it them alone or can they bring a +1 or a +2? And based on that math, if you're inviting 100 people and they have the ability to invite a +1, then you need a venue that can fit 200 to 250, 275, just in case there's additional people that you invite later on, last minute. When you invite them, all these little ways that you connect with them, with the save the date, with the invitation, with maybe little updates or behind the scenes, or posting a separate post or separate communications about who's going to be there, which artist is going to be performing, or which artist has just been added to the show timeline, or what new entertainment or what new amazing thing, this new feature you're adding. Keep people informed and engaged so that they're like, wow, I want to come to this event. Let me just, make sure that I have my ticket, or let me spread the word. You can even gamify it. You can invite people to share your invite online so you can track who it was shared to, and or how many times this particular person shared your invite, and then maybe they can get a prize. Number 4, set a limit on the number of tickets sold. So if you find a venue that can accommodate 300 people, maybe do 250 tickets at max. That way, should there be last minute people who you allow to come in, you'll still have a comfortable space for everyone who attends to be comfortable. Number 5, allow people to sign up for a wait list. So if you put a cap on the number of tickets, if the venue can only hold 300 people, you have 250 tickets out. Once you get closer, if you are able, you can say, all those who are on the wait list can now, you can choose and reach out individually to the people and say, okay, you get to come in, you get to come in, and so that you don't exceed the max for that venue, because fire marshals will for sure shut down the event if you happen to have more people in the space than is legally safe. All right. And what you can do as well is to communicate event changes. If you're now able to accommodate, like if there's a venue change, you're seeing that tickets are flying off the shelf and you're selling and selling, and you're already at 300 and you keep going and going, you can change the venue, get a larger one, or maybe have the venue, if they have the capacity to open up a wall and extend into another space, you can use that as a way to garner excitement. You've sold out the 300 tickets for the space you've rented. We have, there's more people coming, so everybody's going to be like, wow, so many people are coming, it must be really good, let me get my ticket. So your event can grow. It's going to give you ticket sales, which is going to give you revenue, but also support your brand as one that is exciting and engaging. And you'll be able to get more people to do business with you when your events are successful. Now, that's a lot to manage between deciding on the venue and working with a decorator and all those things. Now you have to manage an RSVP list and track attendees and waiting lists and all the things. You don't have time for that. Hire an event planner to do so, and that's where I come in. To support you, I have what I call my pro event package. This is where we talk about the reason for your event, how many people you want to have, if it's going to be a free event or a ticketed event, how much revenue you are expecting to generate from the event. And when I get that information, I can create an event marketing campaign for you so that we can start promoting your event early and to everyone, not just everyone, but to the right people, so that you get the right attendees who can support your business. Don't want to be bothered with those details? Let's do it for you. Click the link for Instagram. It's in the bio. For YouTube, it's in the description of this live. It goes to the Pro Event package so you can learn more. If you have any questions, my name is Melody Dixon, CEO and founder of Pro Event Planners, curators of eco-focused events. My email address is info@myproeventplanners.com. Thank you so much for joining me, Monique, on today's live. I will see you tomorrow.